Well, thank you, Chairman Markey and Ranking Member Marshall, for this hearing. I just also want to thank all the witnesses for your participation and testimony. And Ms. Lawrence, I'm especially grateful for your testimony. It's hard to talk about personal experience in a large setting like this, but it's really, really important. So thank you. I want to start with a question to you, Ms. Miller. You've just been having some of this discussion with Senator Budd, but antibiotic resistance is obviously a serious and emerging threat to global health, and we need to work together to encourage the development of new products that can treat infections that resist current antibiotics, and that's obviously the whole point of our discussion today. What I'm understanding is that many large drug companies used to develop antibiotics, but over the last decade, this field has narrowed to a handful of small biotech companies, right? So you've just been talking with Senator Budd about some of the obstacles for investment here, but for these smaller operations that are now driving the research, are there any obstacles you haven't discussed to antibiotic innovation and bringing new antimicrobial drugs to market?
Thank you. The crux of it is the commercial marketplace problem. If there were to be a sound commercial marketplace, then you would see larger companies and investors willing to invest in the space. Because of the broken marketplace, this is why you have only a few companies actually doing development in the space. Fortunately, we do have collaborations with BARDA and other private-public partnerships that are helping and assisting, but it's not enough. We need to fix reimbursement. We need to have pull incentives that will help address the commercial marketplace and make it possible for companies to be sustainable in the space.
Well, thank you for that. One of the things that I think we could do, in addition to pursuing government investments in boosting the demand for new antibiotics, is to look at ways we could leverage the tax code to provide incentives to startups so that they would engage in this kind of innovative research. So I'll continue to pursue that as well. Dr. Boucher, while drug innovation is essential, bringing new antimicrobials to market only addresses part of the problem. And Dr. Apley was just discussing some of that with Senator Markey. Doctors also need tools like testing capabilities and advanced equipment that can mitigate the threat of drug-resistant infections. So outside of new drug development, can you speak to other areas of innovation that are critical to meeting the threat of drug-resistant infections, such as diagnostic tests and more advanced antimicrobial surfaces in hospitals?
Sure. Thank you, Senator Hassan. Absolutely. So this problem is a wicked problem, and it requires a multi-pronged approach.
Yeah.
So infection prevention is vitally important, and that's everything from washing our hands to making sure every procedure that we do on a patient is done in the best way to prevent as many infections as possible. Yep. Diagnostic testing, which Dr. Apley raised, very important, and we're in a situation where we have the science that has brought us incredible technology for diagnostic testing, but there is this disconnect in both the way they're developed and approved by the Food and Drug Administration and the way they're reimbursed by the government and private payers and in hospitals. Right. That's been a barrier. Then I'll come back to the workforce. In my role as the dean, I have the privilege to help educate the workforce of tomorrow. And that's not just physicians, it's all other health professionals. We need experts to do this work. You heard from Dr. Apley a little bit of how complicated it is to actually choose the right drug for the right patient. We need to be able to attract people to do this work so that our children and their children will be protected.
Well, thank you for that. And that takes me to my last question, which is to Dr. Apley. You've written extensively about promoting the responsible use of antibiotics in animals. How do we engage all providers in a broader conversation to promote responsible, medically appropriate use of antibiotics?
Thank you for that question. I'll address from the veterinary side what we're doing. We work through both producer organizations and veterinary associations. We've developed guidelines for our veterinarians to put stewardship programs in action. And we spend a lot of time starting right at the start with case definitions, diagnostics, and applications, and then reasonable choices. So it's a combination effort between everyone on our side of caring for animals. And we've had one whole meeting at PACCAR that was based on communication. And that communication aspect and aiding in that communication is the basics of all of it.
Well, thank you, and I will yield back and may follow up in terms with all of you about what resources and guidance is useful to practitioners and how we can make sure they have the best information readily available. Thanks.